Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. I wanted to have us look at some of the principles around choosing an etrog, and we have a lot of things that we care about when we choose an etrog. Firstly, there are some things that are big no-nos. That an etrog which is missing parts, a chaser, is no good. If it's all dried up and shriveled, that's no good. And then there's a hole in it, and these are all very complicated questions. You know, what hole all the way through and things like that. That's one part of what the discussion is. But then there's a sort of this broader question about a choice esrog. And here we clarify that there are some distinctions. On the one hand, there are general principles that an esrog should be symmetrical. Should hopefully be like a tower. That an esrog should hopefully not have dots around it or other blemishes around the top of it. It should be bumpy and not smooth. All those are things that we talk about in esrog, and most of these are what we refer to as a din of hadar. A din of hadar. The beauty of an esrog, because the Torah actually says of the esrog, right, pre-eitz hadar. You have to take the fruit of a goodly tree, which is ultimately reverts back to the fruit itself. If it's not a lovely fruit, then it doesn't count for the esrog that you can use. Separately from that, and that's called hadar. Second, separate and not the same halacha is halacha of hidur, of just a beautiful esrog. And that's based not on that verse, but we generally say on the verse, Ze Eli ve'anavehu, this is my God, and I will make him so pleasant. And that it becomes a very subjective question. Hadar is an objective question about the nature of the fruit. But hidur is a question about what is beautiful, and honestly about what we bring to our mitzvot that we do. So that's how we should approach the mitzvah of etrog and all of the mitzvahs that we have. There's some sort of intrinsic principles of what makes the cheftza shel mitzvah, the mitzvah item, correct or not correct. And in this case, it has to have principles of beauty to it and fineness to it. And separate from that is what we do, how we relate to the mitzvah. That's the mitzvah of hidur. May all that we do, may the esrog that you find, that you receive, if you ordered one, it's going to be probably in a closed box this year. Hopefully you'll find one that meets the criteria of hadar, because that should be everyone's esrog. I think that's what it means to have a hechsher on an esrog that says it meets the criteria. And then hopefully also beautiful, because we want to beautify all that we do in the service of God as a Jew. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.